Hey Depreneurs, Adam Dukes here. You win some, you lose some. In this video, I want to share with you about a failed Shopify store that I recently launched, and it just wasn't hitting the numbers that I want, so I cut the cord. And so about 6 weeks ago, it was back in August, so about 2 months ago, end of August. 7 weeks ago, I guess, I was mindlessly scrolling on Flippa and came across this website that was sports related. I'm a die-hard sports fan, Michigan, um, die-hard sports fan, and I was going to buy this site. It was in the hockey niche. I'm not really a big hockey fan. I missed out on the auction. I had zero plans on starting a Shopify store. I had some success with it back in 2015, 2016 and again had no plans on it, but this opportunity kind of came in my lap, and the big man upstairs works in mysterious ways. So I missed out on the auction, but I reached out to the seller and started up a conversation, and he was like, well, I have a connection with the manufacturer of this product. It was selling officially licensed sports stuff, I'll just say. And so I said, oh, that'd be awesome. Can you do football? And he's like, yeah, I can do college or pro. And I thought, oh, awesome. So we went back and forth for a little bit, and I couldn't decide on college or pro. College or pro. I like both. I like college better. I thought NFL had a bigger fan base. College has more teams. And so he just suggested, why don't you do both? So I was trying to come up with a name, and I'm a sucker for two-word domains. If I can find a two-word domain, and I'm also a sucker for alliteration. So I like the letters of each name. My old store years ago used to be called Snazzy Silver. It was a jewelry store, obviously. Again, SS. I had a marketing agency years ago called Social Synergy. I just love alliteration. So he suggested a domain name. It was perfect. So I jumped on it. I made a sale in like the first 2 days, which was awesome on Facebook ads. I even did a video on it. But then it just really slowed down. And when I started in 2015, I made sales really quickly, so I kind of got spoiled by it. That I had huge expectations for this store, probably too high of expectations. It's a different product. It's big. It's heavy. It's officially licensed, so the margins are quite thin, which was a concern for me. The shipping weight was another concern of mine. I've tried to sell officially licensed like signs, like wood signs, back in 2016. I ended up not going through with it because the shipping for the signs was like $40, $50. They were big wood signs. So I cut that idea out, and this is a similar product. It's heavy, it's big. Again, the margins are thin, and when you're selling that officially licensed stuff, that's typically the case. Yeah, the margins are thin, and also the manufacturer has a thing called a MAP, manufactured or minimum advertised price. So you can't go any lower, which protects all the sellers. You can't like undercut people. However, there was two other stores that were the big competitors. There was probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 other stores that sold this stuff. Some big Wayfair sells this product, which is a huge e-commerce store. Um, but there was two other competitors that were very similar to mine, and they seemed to be making sales, and everyone was at the bottom of the price. The bottom price, it was 109, $109. There was about probably 6 or 7 different variations, anywhere from like 69 was the lowest up to 799, I think. So I thought, cool, average order value would be at a couple hundred. But again, the margins were so thin, the shipping really ate into it, and my competitors priced lowest and also um, um, did free shipping, which really eats into your margins. So I had to come up with something. The last thing I want to do is compete on price. I've talked about this before in the on the channel. It's a race to the bottom, in my opinion. If you're competing on price and you have to do a ton of volume, and that's not the route I wanted to take. So I did price it at the lowest, but I offered 110% money back guarantee, which is my unique selling proposition. I really thought that would do. I did that with the jewelry store years ago, and it worked out very well for me until it didn't work out and the product was horrible. I had to refund all these people an additional 10%. It ended up being a nightmare, but I was going to take the chance this time and do it again. I really thought that would help, and it didn't. So, in about 6 weeks' time, I was mainly running Google advertising, because this is a different type of product. I did do Facebook advertising. I had 2 sales from Google and 1 from Facebook. So, I had 3 sales in about 6.5 weeks, I think. 6 weeks, probably. Google ads, I spent $186. Facebook, I spent 240. So, I guess majority I spent it on the Facebook ads. I had 1,234 clicks and only 3 sales. That's like 0.0002%, like, which is horrible. And it's a nice looking site. I've had other people look at it, and I don't think they're just being nice to me, but it obviously wasn't converting. And it's a custom theme I use out of the sandbox. The brand or the company is called Out of the Sandbox. It's the Retina Shopify theme. That's my favorite one. I bought it years ago for like $180, and that's what I always used on my stores. So it was a nice looking theme, nice logo. I thought the 110% money back guarantee. I got custom product descriptions all written out. I kind of went all out on this, and it just didn't add up. So my total sales were 387. The costs were 238. Shipping was $58. Facebook ads was 239. Google was 186. So I was in the hole, $334. I paid 200 for the store. Um, the outsourcing, the design, probably an additional $150. So I was probably in the hole $750. I could have probably gave it more time, but like I said, previously I got spoiled with my jewelry store, making sales within 24 hours, and then multiple sales within the first week. I was making 3 to 5 sales a day, and that was before Shopify was popular. It was just getting started, the summer of 2015. But with this store, I had to cut my losses. I still have it; it's still live. I might flip on the ads here close to the holidays, maybe in mid-November, hoping to capitalize on the the Q4 rush and the holiday shopping. But for right now, I've stopped the ads about a week and a half ago and just kind of moved on and launched another store, actually, a little bit different niche. Trying to capitalize on the fourth quarter. Again, I had no plans on getting into e-commerce 2 months ago, but this hockey store kind of came across my phone actually when I was laying in bed. It was a cool opportunity. I found the football thing, which worked out even better than the hockey thing. Well, it didn't really work out, I should say. And then I kind of got into the whole e-commerce thing, the whole Shopify thing. I've been reading about it, been watching videos on it, kind of got into it, and I was like, you know what, I didn't like selling the jewelry, but I did like that you could really automate it, a lot of the process. And to me, it was like the perfect, if there is such thing, to me, it's my opinion, it was the perfect business model because I was really good. I got it systematized. I had like 3 VAs, 2 to 3 VAs. It kind of depend. All I did was the Facebook ads. Literally worked about an hour a day and made a lot of money and had plenty of time to spend with the kids. So I kind of thought, well, shit, why don't I get back into the e-commerce game? The fourth quarter, the football stuff, that didn't work. But like I said, these last 6 weeks, I've kind of relearning Shopify. It's all new stuff. There's new like ad things. The Shopify dashboard, the background, or the dashboard's all brand new to me at least. Or it's all different, I should say. So learning that, and then I got into it, and I thought, you know what, I want to start another store. So I launched another store about a week ago. And I'm doing Google ads. I'll probably test some Facebook ads, but I'm going to run Google Shopping ads. A little bit different. Just waiting on the ads to be approved. It takes a couple days. It should be any minute right now. So I will definitely update on that. But I wanted to share, hey, I failed on this football store. Another failed Shopify store in my portfolio. Not all things go as planned. I know a lot of the YouTubers that they make it out to seem like that. And maybe I cut the cord a little bit early, 6, 7 weeks. The store certainly not long enough. But like I said, I was spoiled with that store years ago and really thought I'd see more success. And like I said, with the conversion rate of 1,200 visitors with 3 sales, that was just really bad. And then, like I said, I started figuring out that shipping weight, I couldn't get rid of that. And then the thin margins, that was tough to deal with as well. Those were 2 concerns going in, and then it kind of proved out in the numbers with the low conversions. It was really going to hurt. So again, I'm moving on from that, going on to the next one. But that's what's important about failing fast, failing often, but always failing forward. I learned a lot. I learned how to somewhat do Google Shopping, something I've never ever done before. I did some Google AdWords for the store, which I've done once in like 2012 and lost like $400 in like 2 days. It was brutal and never touched it again. So I picked up some skills. So I'm looking at it with that mindset. Hey, I learned a little bit of Google Shopping, a little bit of Google search ads or AdWords. Shopping was much cheaper clicks, I should say, for e-commerce. So I'm moving on, starting a new store, and I will definitely have some updates, hopefully here very soon. And I found a 2-word domain. It's a killer domain. It's actually my initials. I'm not going to share the URL or anything, but it is my initials, and it's a killer domain. I found it. It was on expireddomains.com. You can find some absolute gold mines there. It had expired like less than 24 hours, and I jumped on it and picked it up for I don't know, 12 or 14 bucks, whatever the typical price of a domain is. And again, a 2-word domain, it's got America in it. I'll give you that. It's got America in it. So you can kind of connect the dots maybe and use my initials and try to figure that out. So anyways, I will definitely update you. I want to share, hey, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you fail. This was going to be the mission that I was going to work on getting over the tough breakup from 2 months ago. This was going to be the store I was focusing all my time on, this football store. And now I'm going to be focusing it on this new store. So that's just a little update. And hey, if you're a dadpreneur or if you're a dad aspiring to be a dadpreneur, hit that subscribe button down below if you enjoy this stuff. And hey, share a failure of yours. I'm a very open. I like talking about failures. I'm not embarrassed to talk about failures. People enjoy it. I actually had a lady years ago, or not years ago, it was probably within the last year, email me. I sent out an email to my list and she was like, you are the most open person about failures. And I took that as a compliment. I thought that was awesome. I was like, sweet, like we all fucking fail. Like don't be ashamed of it. Don't be scared of it. Don't be scared to share it. I just want other people to know that hey, it happens. It happens more often than you think. I'd say I fail 8 out of 10 times, but I'm just looking for those two singles or maybe one home run. So failing's okay. Like I said, as long as you fail forward and fail often, fail fast, and always, always fail forward. What can you learn from that so-called failure? So if I can share a lesson from a mistake I made and help someone, I don't really look at it as a failure. It's a lesson for myself. It's a lesson that I can teach somebody else. So that's it for now. Hey, like I said, hit the subscribe button. If you have a failure, share it down in the comments below. Be open about it. Don't be scared about it. Nothing to be ashamed of. Hey, at least you're up at bat. At least you're swinging the bat. Most people are sitting on the sidelines. So that's it for now. Thank you.